Personally speaking, you know you have a really sexy looking timepiece when you intentionally try to take just average photos of it and you can't. You just can't. In fact, any angle I look at this watch, I see a piece of art, and an absolutely beautifully engineered one at that. Hats off to the German engineering and design team at Muhle Glashutte. Now I know this watch is not to everyone's cup of tea, and my comments here are of course going to be subjective to personal taste. But I tell you what guys, this watch is a tool, and a special one at that. It was designed and manufactured for the German Maritime Search and Rescue Service, and I can see clearly why. To put it bluntly, if I was James Bond and I lost the contract with Omega, the next phone call I would be expecting would be from Germany, specifically from Muhle Glashutte and the design and manufacturing division on the search and rescue line. Welcome to the beautiful yet fully practical S.A.R. rescue timer. Let's check it out. Welcome back guys. What we have here is a really well constructed tool watch. In fact, it's finished with such beauty and the tolerances are of top level. In short, it feels the business. This is what a fine engineered expensive watch should look like. The thing is, when we opt for serious tool watches, many times there are trade-offs, looks, beauty and finesse. This German-made Muhle Glashutte has completely surprised me. First off the bat, this watch was designed for the German Maritime Search and Rescue Service, the S.A.R, and it was made for that sole purpose of being a specific tool that can handle a tough, inhospitable environment that these people are subjected to. Most watches would pee in their pants when confronted with some of the challenges the S.A.R team put their tools under. That's why this watch not only had to be good, it had to be brilliant. And that's what Muhle Glashutte have provided, an ergonomically beautifully designed watch that is extremely practical if not over-engineered. The great thing about this watch though is that it's not only available for the S.A.R team, but it's also available for the general public, people like you and me. And that's why I had to try it out for myself. This watch has been resonating so loudly from the minute I laid eyes on it, I decided I had to add it to that short list of 8 favourite watches. Yes, you heard right. It now lives side by side in my personal watch box with another 7 weekly favourites. So what's so good about this watch? What's under the bonnet? Well, I'm glad you asked. As soon as we go under the surface and dig a little deeper, then that's when the real magic begins. The foundations are a top grade Sellita SW200 which is heavily modified. They call this the version Muhle. The team at Muhle Glashutte rebuilt this engine with German technology of high precision for an intended purpose in mind. Their patented woodpecker egg regulation system from Muhle Glashutte is what makes this company's watches unique to other brands. This system not only offers much greater resistance to shock and vibration, but also aids in finer tuning accuracy during regulation. I thought to myself, what's all the hype about? If it is hype at all, let me test this thing out for myself. So I placed the watch on my time grapher and lo and behold, music to my ears. To quote specifically from their website, after a movement has been fully assembled, we check its rate on the time balance in all 6 positions. In other words, in every position that a watch can take on your arm. In the process, the advance or retard of the movement is precisely measured and recorded. Our watchmakers then adjust the movement so that the overall rate deviation is the smallest. You see, Muhle Glashutte is a family-owned German manufacturing business dating back to 1869. And what I see here in the hand is a product that is screaming quality without compromise. The super tough build is constructed in the shape of a very unique structure that integrates the case, the lugs, the rubberized bezel and subtle crown guards. It does all this in a beautifully harmonious way. What this means is that the watch wears smaller and much more comfortable than the specifications would suggest. Once again, hats off to German engineering, pure genius. So what are the dimensions of this watch? Well, it comes with a case diameter of 42mm the case height comes in at 13.5mm, the lug-to-lug distance is a welcomed 47.3mm, and a lug width of 20. So as you can see, the watch wears comfortably and rather uniquely on my 7-inch wrist. There is no overhang from that very welcome 47.3mm lug-to-lug distance, and the case height of 13.5, it's absorbed by very good design and intelligent ergonomics. This watch is designed to withstand 100 atmospheres of pressure. That's 1,000 meters, or as we say here in the land of Oz, a kilometer, mate. So neither salt nor water nor sudden temperature changes can harm the S.A.R rescue timer. So realistically speaking, this case is absolutely petite when one considers what it can achieve in real-world applications. It's not big, it's not bulky and chunky, it's streamlined. That 4mm thick sapphire crystal is 3 times stronger than the standard sapphire glass, and with its anti-reflective coating, the view is crystal clear. Even the Cyclops for magnifying the date is inserted from the underside of the crystal to aid in design and clean lines. It's just attention to detail. Many times we complain about a watch's bracelet or strap being of lesser quality with certain watch manufacturers, but this is not the case here. That rubber strap is exceptional, and to be honest, I didn't expect anything less. I mean, considering how good the actual watch head is, this rubber strap is of premium finish and executed with practical functionality in mind. That steel clasp is designed with purpose. It is finished with the same high quality as the body of the watch and features secure twin lock system for reassurance. It also has a diver's extension, once again alluding to the fact that this is indeed a serious tool watch. Honestly, I've had many much more expensive watches in my time that have not featured such high quality clasps as this. Practically speaking, it's designed to go the distance. My only gripe is that the micro adjustability of the clasp is limited to 4 holes on each side of that clasp. 2 on the left and 2 on the right, and the fact that you have to cut the rubber strap to size upon purchase so that it custom fits your individual wrist. The strap itself is held securely onto the watch through solid screw pins rather than spring bars, adding even more reassurance to the strength and intended design purpose of this timepiece. By now you can sense in my voice that this watch and I have bonded well together. Being of an engineering mindset, the technical aspect of this watch was always going to be a no-brainer for me. However, also being a hopeless romantic, I cannot but fall in love with its beauty, the angles, the texture, the elegance, the sheer simplicity made right. A timepiece designed from the bottom up, or as we say, from scratch. And the final outcome is a testament to good, well thought out mindset. If we have a look at that dial, the layout is spacious, clean, and designed with legibility as its first priority. Combined with heaps of superluminova, it can almost double as a torch or flashlight out on the high seas. You see, this watch is not just surface deep, it's got a heart and a soul to match. As I stated earlier, this watch now sits proudly next to 7 other watches in my watch box, my 8 favourite timepieces. In saying that, I have 8 words that best describe this German giant: simplicity, beauty, functionality, ruggedness, design, practicality, ergonomics, professional. This is a 100% tool watch, and a sexy one at that. Hats off, Germany.